Robertson to break off then. He needs 7 frames tonight. Higgins needs 5. Packed house here to enjoy what will...
Containing shot he has to get right because of the red. He wanted to get absolutely tight on the cushion. It
Well, back, I guess. We've seen all week, though, these long matches that the momentum shifts sometimes several times in a match. He had that big lead against...
Fine.
Yeah, I pointed out earlier with Rob that all these the final session against O'Sullivan where he led.
$30.
Oh, the cue ball has run slightly too far.
$21.
It's a very brave shot. I'm sure Steve would have played a shot
20.
like that very often, but... Oh, well... Family. And that really is the reason.
Neil Robertson.
Any slower,
33.
it would definitely...
I guess the only thing for Higgins is all the defeats this season in those finals. You know, the 4 big finals he was in, 3 in the home nations and 1 in the champion.
Significant error. Made a much thinner contact.
1.
It was a pretty game effort to...
$16.
I think it's a trait of a champion. Clearly the red by the black is going to be an issue for John Higgins.
$23.
Well, it pulled in a little...
One. $8.
That's another mispick.
Neil Robertson. 8.
This time from Neil Robertson to the opposite.
One.
Sure quite what he played there. Really don't know, because that is not a good place.
11.
From his next great shot. And tell
John
you what,
Higgins, 11.
John's last couple of shots have not been very good. Well, the kiss on.
Eight.
Yes, his first objective is to get there to that 13 in front. Pink will be.
$15. $20.
Putting everything into this mid-range shot, so
And he goes. John Higgins takes a dramatic opening frame. 3, now he's got to do it all again.
One.
these are long matches, but here's a chance to really put a new one on.
9.
So it's going to get better. I know that John knew that this is a very big part of the season. Any snooker player will tell you that
17.
he looks particularly confident.
$25.
Just wanted to miss the left-hand red there, but he glanced it.
32.
Coming very close to the black. I think that was his
30.
issue, which means the pace of the shot is.
John Higgins, 33.
There you can see the disappointment as he. Yeah, and I think Higgins also felt he should have got the whites, the cushion, which he didn't. But Robertson has got it.
Not bad. Playing it in such a way that he would avoid that. Important exchange. Well, they kind of found a way back to the bulk area, but it was not as planned. Little nudge on the other red. That's twice now John has got away with one. He put his hand up, he knew that the safety shot had gone wrong, but he still... He's played a good cue ball. That was the... Well, he's played it, goodness me. And that was his problem. I think the table...
Nine.
Off.
17.
Yeah, I mean, John, I'm sure won't mind me saying the first time he played there, he was quite critical of the Crucible. He said...
You won't mind that there are a number of safe reds because this lead is building all the time.
$23.
A little check of the scores, another red and a black.
31.
Went for that tricky red. It looks like 7-3.
$39. $46. $54.
He hasn't really had a clear-cut chance since...
Well, he's going to have to deal with this.
More difficult way of playing it. No century, but a very important frame that he's just won there.
John Higgins.
He's just 3 from the title. If he does win, it'll be ranking title number 32 for Higgins, 4 behind Stephen Hendry, 6 behind Ronnie O'Sullivan.
That's an excellent line. Not got the snooker, but he's... kept things safe there. John has an opportunity to play off the red by the pink to... And he's played it the same way. And you see, there's the art of safety. It looked a fairly innocuous play. place where the ball. What a shot.
One. Seven.
32 and a bit frames, but 98% for Higgins. Sure there'll be a
10.
It's not the worst kiss he's ever had. It's
16.
right hand side. There's always the worry on those shots, the double kiss. Trying to just
5. Neil Robertson, 5.
well, he was looking at that shot and wanted to.
5. John Higgins, 7.
Well, 7 points, I guess. One thing's for sure, heavy defeats in finals is not something Robert.
Attempt to just sneak the cube Olympias. Wow. Neil can't believe.
Yeah, I mean, Robertson has the cue ball.
Not really going his way tonight at all. This angle, I'm sure, is not how he meant it. Interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe he did, but I thought that the bottom two reds would be the obvious.
Yeah, he got the thin lines that he was looking for.
Yeah, I'm going to miss those. To miss him on the thin side is the way. So a tight frame, this one, but one that has a...
Well, it's been a night.
And that is the kind of mistake that Robertson will be very annoyed about, because it wasn't a very difficult safety shot to thin edge. That's a good one, though.
So again, he's won a safety duel. Now John Higgins looking to take advantage. Or Neil Robertson just doesn't miss. And that's possible.
9.
Stayed out. Well, no, it was very close to going in, and who knows how the frame would have been different. Higgins has just got to press on now.
23.
Yeah, I think the point is that Robertson is so good at dominating players, including top players, but you saw that in frame 1, 50-minute affair, he won on the black.
$31.
Fairly straight on the pink would be fairly handy. He's gone to the top of the cue ball, but he's coming very close to the reds here. Oh, that's very well played. Very cool.
$38.
Oh, I don't expect anything. Yeah. Deciding to take the points and just run down the table.
45.
But right now, Dave, this is all John Higgins, this match.
45.
Yeah, it's a bit of a masterclass in match. Where's this white? He's okay.
So he'll be thrilled with the way this evening's session has gone. There. But the frames are being chalked up.
Yeah, he's outplaying the player of the season. Neil Robertson's only lost 8 matches the whole campaign.
7.
3 big title wins along the way.
8.
But he's going to have to produce. Robertson is probably his best snooker ever now to turn this round. That's not going to matter. He's done the damage.
Yes, I think what's the other thing that we know, we see it at the Crucible actually in long matches, it becomes quite difficult for one player to stem them more one-sided than things were earlier in the match. And that is an absolute mile away for Robertson. Goodness me, the Reds are travelling all.
One.
Of course, for all John Higgins' brilliance, he doesn't have the cue power to just directly screw back like a Judd Trump
John
might
Higgins
do.
1.
Now that is a lot more like it.
Nine.
Well, based on the fact that he probably shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Well, he's had 9 centuries in this tournament. That's what he's got to do from here.
24.
Not been winning the safety battles, but he's in. People don't do that, but he knows what he's got to do. I guess he's got to play basically no miss snooker. He's already had to do now.
$44. 45. 53.
Sort of season it's been, so many unexpected to have a chance. One visit stuff.
61.
So black and red.
And as they've said, it does kind of paint a picture of how the evening play has gone with another century. Shows the importance of the close frames. You've got to win them all.
83.
Tied with Karen Wilson on 53.
$91.
And he will have made 3 in the match and still be 8. Not to be, not his favourite pocket, but 90.
Onto the circuit when he won his first ranking title.
Oh, wow. Nine. $17. $25. $32.
Game of Higgins. The only negative for him tonight, if he were to win, looks rubbish at the moment.
$38.
Get a piece of the 4 together.
He didn't get a piece of them. No, it's gone wrong. That one, but he's avoided it.
51.
When he lost those finals in
54. $62. $70.
Alan, you know him so well. This is a real renaissance.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know what he's capable of. We all do. We've seen it for long enough, but player in the history of the game.
77.
He's got such a tight grip on the best.
Down. Grinding Robertson into submission.
John Higgins to break.
Many strange things have happened in this crazy snooker season. But John Higgins losing from 9-4 up in a race to 10, that would be perhaps the strangest of the lot. That said, he won't be taking anything for granted. He's in that cocoon of concentration that right now seems unbreakable.
Once again, John striking the first blow in a frame. This has been the case most of the day.
Fine. Six.
With every ball in, Neil Robertson's title defence is hanging by a thinner and a thinner thread.
Pink going on the black spot might be a thing here. Yeah, it's covered for the time being. He's played for a plant. But because he's in such close proximity to it, it's a virtual certainty, even with the gap between them.
12. 13. $18.
Yeah, he's just wondering, do I mess with the pink this time or go back onto the blue? A little congested down this end. So
90.
that was the percentage play. And now he can attack the bunch and really get it in the open to perhaps provide the chance. Very aggressive since the interval, but I don't think he can push the boat out with this one, surely not. He's birdied the red onto the side cushion and give Neil another problem, but he needs to cover the left wing ball. That's what John will try and do. He's not been able to.
John Higgins, 24.
But again, as Stephen said in the studio, every time Neil comes to the table, he's got to answer a question.
Yes, and today he's been cast in a very unaccustomed role. He is normally the dominator.
More granite safety. That's such a classy shot. That is wonderful to find that spot, knowing that collision with the brown may have been his last. We never mind the fact that he's got the speculative plant in the path of the cue ball.
John Higgins, 1.
Just ruthless 25 ahead, thinking, well, I want to get the cue ball back in that corner of the table for the best and most effective safety. I'll get a colour safe as well. And you tell me, Alan, this is how he plays in practice.
Yeah, you better believe it is, yeah. No any other way. This is it. He's coming to the table so many times and you doesn't know whether to stick or twist, play an aggressive safety or... The problem is that if you play a containing one, you know that you're going to be put back in something similar. So you're always on the hunt to play a telling safety back, but that comes with risk attached to it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Coming up in a minute and a half. Taking this red on. Or thick contact. It's got to be thick. Brilliant, brilliant pot. Oh, that's unfortunate. One. Well within his rights there to expect the cue ball in open play. Now, can he find a good piece of cueing? Yes, he can. Brilliant.
Six.
In a couple of shots, he's transformed trouble into potential.
Seven. $30. $40.
Might decide to hold the spot. Pink on the black spot. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter, but key thing is he's at the table and
20.
get some rhythm going.
$21. $27. $28.
See, they just lost the cue ball because he's not in stroke.
34. $35. $41. $42.
This contribution showing an awful lot of character. And if he needs a thought to sustain him, how about this? He has come back from the brink from nowhere to win a ranking title before. 2017
48. Scottish
Open, he was 8-4 down, won 9-8 against Cao Yupeng of China. Cao contributed to his own downfall by wasting chances to cross the line. You can't imagine Higgins will do that. But in his own mind, Robertson will just keep on fighting. And that's a fact of which Higgins is well aware.
$49.
Yeah, now the deadweight pink does offer position of sorts. Very tall, as we know, might just be able to reach it with the perhaps the mini butt, but the blue's quite a nice shot as well. Couple of cushions with just a hint of left. Spin the cue ball round the corner. Just there. But he needs a huge bounce, and it's not going to happen. So let's end the break.
54. Neil Robertson, 54.
Good break in the circumstances, and it's afforded him quite a handy lead.
Yeah, for once, Neil's got the better of him. That was a brilliant safety shot to keep the pressure on. So, red and pink would be enough. Can he hold the cue ball down this end? Yeah, it wasn't a sitter. And the pot was compromised because of that. He was trying to pot it on the thick side, if anything, to hold the cue ball. Now, the cogs and the wheels in that snooker brain of John's are going to be turning overtime right now. Looking at the scoreboard, 22. So at the very least, he's going to be lifting, well, you would imagine the black from the cushion.
$8.
That does surprise me, must admit. That's a wee bit of a
John
surprise
Higgins,
because it...
8.
All right, he's brought it out a tad. But any sort of half-ball contact with yellow, with pace, they might go dead weight. Yeah. See, now John has got the black still to deal with. He'll get a second bite at that.
John Higgins, 4. Back. John.
just push the black into the open now, you would think. Now, we know he's going to be taking the yellow on. What's the line of the cue ball like? Can he avoid the black if he plays up and down with it? All the eggs went in the basket, but not this time. Wow, that was close. Virtual Tour Championship ball that was.
Two.
Higgins was so close that he wasn't sure himself as the yellow was making its way to the pocket. Now, though, surely this match is going to continue.
Nine. $14.
They always say, don't they, that snooker is a game of inches. Well, it was less than an inch that stood between Neil Robertson and defeat.
20. And the French.
But the Australian
Frame 15.
A silky pot. Not quite enough juice in the cue ball.
Higgins, 1.
Did the great defensive maestro overplay his hand? Haven't seen many blacks missed in this final. That was such high tariff, though.
One. 8. Nine.
It's quite an unusual play, wasn't it, when the blue was waiting? For whatever reason, decided play for a choice of yellow or brown. Full bore into the reds, is it? Oh, look at the work on the cue ball there. He almost hit it too sweetly.
11.
But it was an unusual one, wasn't it? Going, blue was waiting off the initial red. Obviously had a plan in his mind of some sort, but it's gone a little awry.
Neil Robertson, 11.
I do think at this stage of the match, John's tactics may have changed slightly, where he'd be quite willing to leave the odd long shot for Neil, because Neil's gonna, you would think from here on in, play very aggressively. This is aggressive, taking this plant on. Oh, but he's got it. You see, that's the risk, because anything sticking out, Neil's going to have a go at it, because he feels, or a very small part of him feels that, the match is beginning to slip away. So that frees up your mind mentally sometimes. But this black, just note it, it's not on its spot, and this can be awkward. Beautifully done.
8.
Yeah, see, it's normally the
9.
way when someone's on the brink of perhaps losing the match, where every shot's potentially your last. You get into a mode of, at least for 2 or 3 frames, play fast and loose snooker. That can be quite liberating.
Just one thought here, John Higgins knows that a best of 19 frame final
15.
can be lost from 9-5 ahead. He beat Mark Williams 10-9 in the UK Championship final from 9-5 down. In one frame, he needed a snooker. Things can turn around when world-class opposition is in the opposite corner.
16. 23. 24. 29.
Yeah, dropping this through, he doesn't want to risk pushing the red anywhere near the black because he could cover it. So back for blue would be the safer play.
$31.
But it wasn't in his plan. And plain ball, this might be quite close. That's what he's looking at here. Is it the in-off in the corner? Yeah. Might not be, but he just wants to be doubly sure in his mind the path this cue ball's going to take. Plain ball. Seems happy enough. Couple of cushions for red to left middle. That's going slightly awry again.
36. 37. 43.
I think they've been evenly matched over the course of the tournament.
44. 49. 50.
There's a demonstration of the grit in adversity
57.
we've come to expect from Neil Robertson.
$58. 65. 66. 73. 74. 81. 83. 86. 90.
Not just galvanising his comeback, but doing it in style.
$95.
Bill Robertson has now made more centuries this season than anyone else.
180.
Was going to record a victory at 9-6. Now we're not quite so sure. The result not known here yet, but it is in the Winchester Women's Open, the latest world ranking event. I can tell you Hong Kong's Ngo On-Yi has beaten Nucharat Wongkaratai, the reigning women's world champion, 4-0 in the final. So congratulations to On-Yi, second ranking title of the season, and now in a couple of days' time she'll play in the qualifiers for the World Championship.
Yeah, that was a bit loose of Neil to lose the cue ball. To be tight underneath the bunch of reds, so half chance falls to John early doors.
All those demons beginning to resurface. Remember, he was really close against Robertson to winning the English Open title. Couldn't quite do it. Really close against Mark Allen in Belfast. Couldn't get that bolted down either.
$6. $7.
And the other thing you would say, that the tide of the match does seem to be turning in Neil's direction now. Last couple of frames, John, when he does make a mistake, is tending now to leave opportunity.
14.
For the better part of it, that hasn't been the case.
$50.
And we know what Neil's like when he gets on a wave. Ride it
22.
out as long as he can. We know what he's like in this sort of position as well. When he gets a chance, all he's thinking about is how can I win the frame at this visit. He's not interested in 40, 50, 60.
23.
He doesn't have a big landing area. He doesn't really want to play the two cushion topping it through. To just beat the pink with the cue ball. He's got very little margin. So back to plan A. And he's played it beautifully. You've got a choice of perhaps a couple.
30.
That was a little problem that he looks like he may be able to deal with and extricate himself from what looked like a potential situation where the break would come to an end. But
31.
yeah, he's gone. Just lost the cue ball just a hair again. Yeah, the red certainly goes. It's just whether he
38.
can get to it. Yeah, I don't think the green offers a line into the pack with the middle pocket being in the way. Looking at them though, is he going direct? No, it wasn't on. Oh my goodness.
Neil Robertson.
I think he just put all his concentration into the positional side of it and took his eye off it. That's all that you can think went wrong.
It's a mistake made from the raw novice right to the world champion. But Higgins has been cold in the potting department for quite some time now. Now this time, can he manufacture something?
One.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. So, surely John won't take his mind off the pot, but this is all about the connection with the bunch.
Five.
have just got into the cue ball a fraction deeper just to get into the pack and not the loose red. It sort of killed all the pace of it, didn't it?
John Higgins, fine.
Same thing happened early in 2014. Went into the bunch. No reward.
There's every chance the black's going to get moved here. See where it goes, if it goes anywhere. No, managed to avoid it. Keeps looking at the black, so is he feeling brave enough or confident enough to play it with deep drag? Get on the black. See, the only thing that he's almost guaranteed to leave some sort of pot should he miss his own pot. If he wants to hedge his bets, you play for pink and blue. Isn't it funny, the momentum swings? John wins the first 3 frames of the match, then 3 by Neil. Then John goes on a run again. But as I say, the tide has turned.
One of the things about snooker cliches, Alan, is that most of them are true. And
8.
the old one about winning is never easy comes to mind.
I know that one's true. Yeah, it just seems to be the way, doesn't it? Been the way all week, in fact. Most of the matches have been that sort of way where catching a run of frames, 4, 5, 6 even.
9.
Yes, in a 19-frame match, you expect the odd runaway. We haven't seen a semblance of that. The widest margin of victory in any match this week has been 10-6.
Fourteen.
The pot for Neil, barring the awkward bridging, or bridging over the red, is almost a certainty for a player of his class, but it's a wee bit awkward.
He wasn't sure.
14.
Nor was I. I was hoping rather than expecting it to drop in the far jaw.
Ample points on the table for Higgins to mount a counter-attack.
One.
Yeah, done with predictions, but we've seen this somewhere before, haven't we?
6. Seven.
He's thinking about releasing the red this time round, the one nearest the black. Doesn't have to. Yeah, I think wisely just waiting it out. The reason, the red on the right-hand side, he gets nice on that.
14.
It's easy access to the high black he needs to disturb that red.
Fifty. $21. $22.
Just wants to get it about half ball. Like that. Wee bit straight, maybe. What can you do with this cue ball? Got it just a fraction full. Half ball,
29.
and the cue ball releases enough for him to have an angle to work with, but he's got not a lot now. Decisions. Yeah. If it was in practice, he'd just drag the cue ball back to where it is now and play the black to left middle. And this is as far away from a practice session as he can get.
$30. Green ball. John Higgins, 30.
Did not make the double kiss. Look on the bright side, John, you're back in the frame.
Neil Robertson 4.
The in-off in itself might not have been too bad had the red run safe. Anything but.
One.
Robertson was delighted when he looked round to the scoreboard and realised
5.
that yellow is frame ball, although John Higgins' reputation for laying snookers, the guard will not be dropped.
Twelve. Seventeen.
And still, it goes on. This, for all kinds of reasons, has been...
John Higgins 4.
Cruel.
Yeah, that was cruel. It was a fabulous pot, wasn't it?
Whoa.
Oh, he's left one again. All of a sudden, the game doesn't seem so easy for that fella. It's not, but made it seem that way today when he's been hand on the bed, even at distance.
1. Five. Six.
Yeah, it's quite a nice shot, this. It's just below the middle pocket. He screw direct, but he's got 2 reds to land on, just below the middle pocket. Underhit it, you got 1 to middle. Overcook it, you've got the one that you really want, this one.
10.
Not a brilliant pack to go into from a low black there.
11.
You may wait this one out a few shots. Yeah, you and me both, people.
18.
We all thought that was going to stay, but in it goes. And you've got to fully expect he's going to get optimum angle on the blue now to attack the bunch.
19.
Will the split work out this time?
Foul. Neil Robertson, 19. John Higgins, 6.
Is this the end that John Higgins has been desperate for? The blue misses, the pink does not. And worse still, Higgins has an inviting opener.
One. Seven.
Well, I think this is deep screw. He's got potential of pink and blue off this and get the reds in the open. Oh, he takes his eye off the pot.
John Higgins,
Is
7.
John Higgins beginning to see the winning line? I'm not saying the pressure is getting too much for him, but he's only human.
And how fortunate was he that the cue ball got thrust back into bulk?
He sensed it, didn't he? He knew that was a really good opportunity. You get the pot, the cue ball's going to probably open the reds, scatter them with a decent chance, and he knew he could get that red and finish on blue or pink. Might have all been waiting. Nothing is easy at this stage. And it's beginning to sort of tread water as the winning line. Well, it's been in sight for a while now, but as Phil said earlier, winning has never been easy. No matter how good you are.
And of course, all of these vibes are being picked up by Neil Robertson. He realises that, for now at least, Higgins undeniably rocking.
It's all happening now. Cover the red with the yellow. The red on the black spot offers precious little. In terms of position, I mean, it would have to be the shots of the match. Yeah, just about there. But even then, the blue would be very tough. Does have the other one, so my apologies, I wasn't sure if this one would pass.
One. Six. Seven. Eleven. Twelve.
Yeah, what's he got then, if anything? Yeah, he's got the slight angle. That should be fine. Twice across with the cue ball. Using a couple of cushions.
17.
Yeah, round the back of the yellow with the cue ball. I was thinking that, but controlled it lovely. The brown, the reason there, I was thinking maybe spin it round there. You got the pink possibly waiting, but that'll keep. funny. The last few frames, Neil has just gone after, or has been going after something in a small way. I'm not saying a big way. John's been almost waiting for something to happen. That's kind of been the difference. And the reason in chief that this match seems to have turned around.
$23.
As Robertson gets closer,
29.
the burden of pressure will shift more heavily towards him because victory would suddenly be realistic. But he's well able to cope.
$30. $36. $37.
He's 39 in front. So blue or pink would be frame ball.
$42.
He won't be feeling home and dry. Wants one more red.
Thank you. 43. $46. $47.
You can only admire the sheer resilience. Remember, 8-3 down, 9-4 down. Now very much on the up.
52. 54. $57. 61. 66. 72.
And the player of the season.
Is Neil going to produce his calling card? Long off straight red.
Ah, what a ripper.
Eight. Nine. 60. Seventeen.
Eight days ago, things had to go John Higgins' way in the Gibraltar
24.
Open. For him, merely to be here. Rob Milkins beat Kyron Wilson in the final of that tournament. So Higgins was able to head south. That's why we thought destiny was in play.
25.
Starting to think, though, instead of destiny, it could be devastation.
Okay, looking for a full ball cannon. Wing ball on the left. That'll do nicely. Calling the famed Q power. May go deep.
32.
A little bit of right hand side here to just encourage the white somewhere towards the middle of the table. Like that. That'll do.
33.
On the blue, it shouldn't be a problem. Good work on the cue ball. We know what his mid-distance red game is like.
Blue ball.
Like shelling peas.
$38. 39.
He's absolutely striping it right now. Everything is finding the heart of the target. Where's it all going to end? If at all. Absolutely brimful of confidence and carrying the confidence that he's had all season long. Deep into the last session. Again, almost muscling it, bullying it into the pocket. He looks like a man on a mission at the minute
46.
who won't be denied.
$47.
Australians, sportsmen and sportswomen have been like down the years. Defeat isn't part of the vocabulary.
$53. 54.
At the start of the day, I mentioned these two regularly went to the wire in matches. Neil Robertson steaming towards 9-9. And that would mean for the 8th time a match between Robertson and Higgins had gone the distance.
61.
Mentioned that at the start of the day when Higgins led 9-4. I never I have
62.
to say it again. And if Higgins needed any more worries at the moment, in the previous 7 deciders between these two, Robertson has prevailed 5 times.
69.
It's been a tournament of constant classics. And it's going to culminate with another.
77. 78. $85. 86.
Almost seems like a side issue, but Neil
93.
Robertson could make the highest break of the tournament. Forget that now.
Neil Robertson, 93. And the frame. Thank you, the deciding
It
frame.
all comes down
Neil
to
Robertson
this.
to break.
Exactly what he's smiling about. He's kind of been, look, I'm not going to say he's been defending the last 4 or 5 frames, but it has crept in. He's thinking, how ironic would it be if I took this red one and knocked it in? That might be what he's thinking. He doesn't have an awful lot of other appealing options. He's going for it and playing for the black. Oh, what a wreck to find. Gary James.
You stop calling out now. 8.
God, this is such a big shot. Not a certainty, far from it.
9.
Yeah, the only thing here, how does he get a red from this? Can he nip the cue ball really deeply and hold it? No, he can't. position was never certain,
John
which he
Higgins.
obviously hasn't
No.
got. It just didn't look right, the shot. There was not an awful lot he could do about it.
Yes, he was just a shade tentative on that previous red, wasn't he? And if he's not tentative now, he never will be.
Yeah, how true. Well, it was, yeah. You sort of don't blame him. It's difficult, isn't it, in this stage of, well, one of the biggest finals in his long and glittering career. It's to free your mind up after the last hour and a half or so, what's going on, to free the mind and just play total aggression snooker. It's difficult to achieve that. These great champions are made of something I don't know much about, but surely he's not taking this red on the right middle. I think he's reached the stage where he's thought, right, okay, if you're gonna go and win it the hard way. And it didn't get any more difficult than this.
Leading 9-4 seems like a lifetime ago. He trickled the yellow to the opposite middle. Came so close to going in, but he didn't, and now that's why we're here. And Higgins just can't seem to get in for that final thrust.
Yeah, the problem with the red that's quite near the black, for a left-hander, it's quite awkward bridging. Certainly, if there's any percentage shot, you would think it would be that one. Try and leave the cue ball over near the right cushion with the black waiting. Oh, this plant. Surely not.
Six hours absorbing from start to finish.
Here we go. Oh, that was risky. Wow. Credit to him for taking it on, but I don't know, it just didn't look very appetising, did it? Not from where I'm sitting anyway.
It's hard to watch.
One.
Like a tennis player unravelling in the final set. A golfer making a triple bogey to blow a tournament down the last. That's the sporting equivalent.
Four. Five. Ten.
Is there going to be one more twist? Will Higgins get one more chance? He's sitting there thinking you out.
11. $18.
Not only is Neil Robertson, well, he's the best player in the world right now, let's just get that right, but he's also one of snooker's great optimists. Regardless of how far down the chips appear, he always believes that he can get the job done in the end.
$26.
If the red goes past the pink, this is looking ominous for Higgins.
$27. Somebody's flash on the camera or your phone. Can you not take pictures at this time, please?
Yeah, this is not the time or the place. Let's just hope Neil resets properly. Always glad to see that any player knock in the shot when they've been distracted. So, there's still a bit to do.
33.
A lot to do, actually, but one thing we can say for certain is that they're all there now.
$34. 41.
Just a hint of a bad contact. But he's obviously very tall, very slim, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. So he could just about reach this. May need the aid of the mini button, the end of his cue, but not even trying it. And perhaps even for him. But this, to go 40 in front, these two reds at his mercy.
He's not missed a pot with the rest in this match,
49.
indeed, in the entire tournament.
50.
He's made of some stuff, this fella. Really is.
57.
This has been a mammoth achievement. If he can get over the line, and he's looking for one more red. After this one.
$58.
No heroics. This dead drop in to virtually put himself
65.
over the line and defend his Tour Championship title. And it's there.
66.
Titanic. The resolve of Neil Robertson. But spare a thought for John Higgins. Victories are nice for a while. Defeats like this stay with you forever.
Isn't it funny as well? I was just thinking, won the last 6 frames against Ronnie O'Sullivan last year to win this title. It looks very much like it's a repeat performance.
$72.
Still taking nothing for granted. He's 63 in front, 51 on. But minding his P's and Q's.
Neil Robertson. 72. One.
It's gone now.
One.
He shakes hands